is I think Greatsword into Gauntlets and Scythe are both actually not unwinnable matchups. You know, I feel like the weapon can do it, but just the disadvantage is abysmal.
So it's kind of like a 50-50.
I don't know what Greatsword has going for it in this matchup outside of range on Scythe. I feel like Sidelight on the ground is all it has on Scythe, but if the Scythe player wants to float, it can actually be a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you at home who maybe don't know enough about Greatsword, like, it wants that grounded string, just like you saw a second ago. But it looks like Koko might lean a little bit more into the sword for this matchup because, like you're saying, Greatsword might not have that many advantages in this matchup, but just trying to go for the weapon denial.
Yeah, unarmed though, we take that matchup, but this is where it gets a little bit tough because like you want to get back down to the ground so bad, and these weapons don't really let you do that. Nice. And you're just gone. Oh, did it early. Uh-oh.
Wait, went back into it. Koko playing Pavelski's game. Pavelski backs up, picks up the gauntlets. Denying weapons.
Yeah, you can't like outrange the Scythe there, so you just have to back off. You have the sword now, trying to go for that dash jump side air. And that should be the stock. Can he make it? He has to dodge, then one jump, and doesn't even try to cover it. Says, you know what, screw it. I'll just go back and grab my Greatsword. Greatsword can struggle finding KOs just outright. Yeah. But you have tools like down air and air and recovery, side air as well, that are very strong. But Koko says, screw it. A lot of people, one of the reasons that Jae-Yun, as far as Greatsword characters goes, ends up being the most popular is because of the sword.
Yeah,
it just makes up for a lot of areas where... Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's one of the favorite things that people started going for recently.
Turnaround side air.
Turnaround side air. At that damage range, it's a little bit odd, right? Because he got the hit and then got punished because it's just not enough hit stun on the actual attack for you to like get out of there.
Yeah.
But it is pretty cool. Does decent damage too, which is nice.
I mean, yeah, it's a good way to extend because once again, once Greatsword gets put off stage, it's like, what are your options? Just an aerial, you can't get those extensions that you want as a Greatsword player.
Yeah. Oh, this is tough. Okay, gets caught.
The jump dare.
Has the recovery.
Oh,
we're chilling.
Didn't go high. I think because he didn't have the options, you have to know to do the chase dodge. I don't think he did.
Yeah, and even then, like, I think Koko's going to get ground pounded on stage.
Yeah.
Which would have been all right. It would have been more damage, but it's all right. Wow, double side air. Yeah, Koko on this sword is doing a great job. I like it. And swapping over to the Greatsword, which is great for unarmed if you want to fight that, or maybe looking for the next weapon spawn to try to starve. Not going to be able to get that, though. And so now we play around the side light and the D light really on the ground. Don't really want to jump too much against the Scythe. But here we go. Biding's time. Tries to go for the side light, gets caught by that down air, and that's why the neutral can be just a little bit pesky. There we go. Gets the side light again. There you go. Stay on the ground.
Nice.
Yes, mix them up.
Getting some good damage here.
Said, press the dodge button. I dare you. And then he did, and then gravity canceled it into a side sig. So, you know.
Okay. You want me
like,
to?
Bro, you said so. You consented to this one. Come on, man.
Sent the papers and everything. But Koko now onto the sword against Pavelski. He managed to get a decent amount of damage onto that final stock, but Pavelski's explosive potential is always there.
Nice. He doesn't have a lot of options here. I think a dodge. Manages to get a touch. Tries to go for the pocket sand. Not going to connect, though. And you're going to keep that sword. Yeah, you probably don't want the Greatsword in this scenario. You're so close to finding the KO. D-Light's air. Side sig again, maybe. Even down sig if you're feeling cheeky, but most genuine players don't press the button. Neutral sig is a sleeper option that KOs here. But I like that. Goes for the recovery instead. Just raw.
In the middle, and that's going to be Koko taking game number 1 over Pavelski. And you were saying this one not too favored towards the Jae-Yun, but looks like Koko knows how to play it.
I don't know about the Jae-Yun. I'm just going to say the Greatsword.
Okay.
And that's why he's picking up that sword a lot of the time, because it's like, it can be annoying. It can be annoying. It can be annoying, but
he definitely had his moments with the Greatsword still, though. Like, you can see those like quick burst outs where he'll get that like reset into an extra 3-piece.
Because I think the tough part is for on Pavelski's end, he has to not dodge immediately after getting hit by sidelight, and there was. Because the first time he got hit by sidelight, he ate a 3-piece immediately. He got caught by the 50-50 and was like, crap, right? And then I think he got hit by maybe one more until he realized, maybe I shouldn't do that. And Koko read him and just went for 4 hits in a row. And so that was kind of the tough mix-up game that he had to play there. But I think Pavelski just needs to get Koko off stage more, to be honest. He hasn't really been able to play to that win condition with a character like Mordak, which is like a tough spot to be in. You're not really trying to play a whole lot of neutral against a character like Jae-Yun, to be honest.
Well,
he got great.
Now he's got to, because Koko's got the greatsword. Pavelski not able to pick up his scythe. There's the weapon spawn. It's going to be the gauntlets. Haven't gotten to see too much of Pavelski's gauntlets in this matchup specifically.
Oh, you came down like that. Risky. Pavelski, though, not showing any fear. And Koko. Oh, that was cheeky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Good cleanup there, too. Pavelski comes down sig, throws him over the corner, and then the weapon toss to follow up. Get that KO.
Really strong signature from Jae-Yun there, especially if you get hit by the full thing. It sends you at an abysmal angle. And it also has the ability to low crush things. But in that scenario, was a little bit too laggy. But Pavelski able to go ahead and bring things right back. Gets this scythe and is trying to start the mix-up. Now that neutral air, here's a tough thing about Greatsword. The grounded options from Greatsword like all do no damage outside of like the finishers. Jeez. And this is where the disadvantage for the weapon can really show. Because when you're getting hit like that, a lot of other weapons sometimes have the option to swing back.
Yeah.
Greatsword does not have the option to swing back. It's just too slow. It's just too slow. Oof.
Oh, wow.
He's nice. Love it. Now he's swinging, though.
That dash downlight to continue the chase. Good Sair there coming out from Koko. But like you said, if he wants that big damage, he's got to start getting to the tail end of those greatsword strings as opposed to just those openers. Like, those openers are just going to do tap.
The openers, the down air does like 2 damage if it hits grounded.
If it hits grounded, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like, but the aerials do monster amounts of damage. And so, like, it's fine. I feel like the aerial kit of the greatsword is actually extraordinarily good.
Well, Pavelski looking solid right now, has that stock advantage. Koko trying to sit just as far to the corner as he can get. Nice falling nair there, catches Pavelski and will deny the weapon. Not sure if a recovery would quite KO, definitely would after that side air.
Pavelski trying to get back, gets caught by the Sair. Delayed weapon throw, doesn't actually line it up proper. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Koko almost had the edge guard perfect there. The weapon throw just needed to be a little bit more accurate and he would have had it.
Falling there, attempted there from Pavelski. That's a burn dodge on that gravity cancel sidelight. But he's still holding on as Koko is stuck unarmed. Needs to find that finishing blow. A Sair recovery could do it, but good dodge away.
Koko trying to make the comeback happen here. Throws out the end light. Yeah, I think we both saw that one coming. Just covers the lip of the stage so well.
Nice.
Unarmed recovery, still not enough juice. Maybe a raw recovery here? No, just goes for the weapon throw. Sair will KO as well. Yeah, it's tough. The startup of that recovery is like 20 frames or something. It's pretty long, so it's like you gotta find something else, and that neutral air is that something else.
Yeah, he knew a greatsword KO was probably not in the books with the way Pavelski's playing, so
nice read.
Yeah, good jump Sair to follow up and get a good chunk of damage
again.
Yeah.
Again. Ooh, carry him up and try to send him back down. That's great damage, though, because those are all greatsword aerials. That sucks. Because he was cooking. He was cooking. I think I mean, you can call it a mistake if you want, but I think that last recovery he went for off of that string after getting the 2 Sairs actually put him in a really tough spot.
Yeah, because he got, like, that's the most damage I think you can get off of an aerial for greatsword at, like, 21. But even then, like, you saw Pavelski just drifted straight to the right, and then Koko's like, well, now I'm the one in disadvantage. I got a weapon toss, and that's it.
Especially since he went for the Sair after the recovery. I think right there it's like you probably just have to reel back so that you can maintain this like horizontal distance away. But the moment they're right above you and you don't have jumps, even though you have neutral air and it's amazing, it's not going to save you there. All right.
We're into game number 3.
Pavelski giving Koko maybe a little bit too much space. Like, I understand that dash D-Light is like a scary burst option that the greatsword has, but
greatsword players don't do it though.
They really don't.
Oh, he didn't chase.
All right, big chillin' though. He's back.
Oh man, caught the dodge there.
Might have been able to jump out of that sidelight, but I don't know if he was mashing. Oh, wow, that was sneaky.
There. Okay.
That was sneaky.
Ended up getting that weapon, but Koko bringing this damage back. Definitely wants to swap over to the sword as he starts getting Pavelski closer to that KO %.
Oh.
Good jump.
Yeah, that was great. He even had the weapon throw there to kind of cover a little bit more area, try to force it, but
snuck past that.
Didn't work. Koko waiting for that weapon spawn, wants that sword. Pavelski's going to let him have it. Recovery?
Ooh.
Nice.
Man, Pavelski can cover so much with that position, right? He's like, he knows Koko wants that weapon spawn, so he gets just near it, but he's also got that option. He can go for the GC downlight or that recovery to cover high or low.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's like he has a silent as well if he's going a little bit too high. It's like gauntlets are very powerful from that position, but Koko taking no time here, going ahead and it's like you want to swap over to the sword, but he's not going to be able to get it. So he has to play into the gauntlet. So I think it's fine. I think Great Sword is fine into gauntlets. I mean, look at this, right? You're able to use neutral light and dash jump side air to punish side lights from gauntlets. Jeez, he got pummeled like 12 times.
Just got a back massage. Worst elevator.
Yeah. He goes for side light, D light, which is true sometimes, depending on where you hit on the hitbox with the side light, which is nice.
Yeah, couldn't do anything else after it, too. Had him off stage, so he just ended up backing away. But Pavelski comes in. Danzig thrown out, but it's safe enough. He gets away from Koko.
Okay, I respect the mix there. Okay. Koko not falling for it, though. One sig, and Pavelski gets this stock, though. Koko needs at least, like, 4 more hits. Oh, the down sig, it comes out. Nobody uses it, but it's actually good. I promise. Weapon throw. Doesn't get the pickup, though.
I think a lot of people think of the J-Yun sword down sig like a Bode Bar down sig, but using it on stage like that just to catch him, because it's got that backstep, I think that's a really good option.
Because I use it like a Azoth bow down sig, you know, like get out the way and then hey, what's up? But it doesn't have the most force, admittedly, but off stage it does send down to the corner. So
okay, just a neutral light that'll punish. Pavelski's actually deep red here. Opportunity as Koko gets that recovery, and now he can try to get some big damage as he's going to have Great Sword versus the unarmed Pavelski, but no, he wants the sword.
All right, let's see.
Not going to KO. Gauntlet players crying.
I know. In shambles. Tries to wake up with the D-Light. Interesting choice, but Koko does not fall for it. Nice read right there as well. Get some sand in his eyes. Ooh.
Off the corner. Not quite enough, though, and Koko will get that wall touch.
Nice turnaround on that unarmed recovery as well to make sure to get that hit in while making it back to the stage. Got to get your damage in when you can. This is tough for Pavelski, though. You got a lot of work to do here. Unarmed recovery will take out Koko now. Neutral air is going to be enough as well.
There's a lot of damage required to do that. This Demon Island.
That was a healthy stock.
Last stocks here. Koko doing a really good job dashing back and then dashing in, catching the timings on Pavelski. Didn't get over the corner.
That's a J-Yun classic as well. Sent back.
It. He did burn some movement there.
Burn the dodge. That's a free sayer, and he goes high and gets red to filth. Pavelski.
What?
Yeah.
With the nairs and sayers, usually that's just damage, but going off stage, chasing high into the corner and taking out Koko. Pavelski going to go up 2-1.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, Pavelski clutched. Because the tough part here is, like, if you're Koko, right, like, you burned your dodge, like, right before this situation happens. We're going to see, I think, of this next replay right here. He burns the dodge. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. He does it to touch the stage is what it is. He gets caught by the down air. Bang. Bang.
3 seconds.
And now, do you fast fall or do you jump? Do you fast fall or do you jump? And he's like, I don't. And this is the thing, right? Like, Great Sword does not help you here. No. you can't swing. Swing is not an option. So it's like, I don't know.
You have basically a 50-50. And then once it gets to that Sayer, like, there's so few things that you can do. Like, you're probably just mashing dodge, hoping that you get through that. But, man, what a clutch from Pavelski. Because, as we saw, it took an unarmed nair to finish off that second stock. And then once we got into that final one, Pavelski ran away with it. And now going into game number 4.
Jeez. Yeah, that's what you got to do to Great Sword, though. That's what you got to do to it. It's tough. It feels bad. But, I mean, just barely didn't line up that second down air. Good damage from Koko, though. Try to bring things back. Trying not to be too wowed by what just happened to him. And, I mean, that was a clip and a half. That's a Pavelski special.
Falling there. Went for the spot dodge. Was expecting for the reaction gravity cancel, but didn't see what he wanted.
Down swing. Nice just smash there.
Wants a sword. Didn't get the pickup.
Nice weapon throw. Gets the scoop on the inside as well, but doesn't bait out the dodge, and Koko's able to retaliate because of it. Let's go for that down sig. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, maybe just a little bit too ham on the read there. If he reacted, he could have done jump Sayer, and it would have given the same result that he was looking for. But sometimes you just feel like you know, right? A lot of people, if we're thinking about like Sawada in that position, Sawada gets hit there because he dodges out, but Pavelski dodged in.
Pavelski got through it, now gets to go for some extra credit on these second stocks. And you can tell he's feeling good. You saw him stutter step after getting that stock off of Koko.
Nice.
Koko going to clean that one up.
Eats the greatsword, waiting for that spawn, doesn't come out in time. There we go. So nice little conversion. Got to throw that little down air out. It's not going to connect though. Trying to figure out the moment to throw in that side light can be very difficult against gauntlets because they just a player that's dash jumping around a lot is very hard to catch with side light, and then it forces you to start using the greatsword neutral light. But that's exactly what they want. It's so tough. It's so tough. Pavelski doing a great job with the scythe though, coming in, trying to get that D light. It's not going to connect. No spot dodge on the weapon throw.
That's fine. Weapon toss for
weapon toss. Yeah. Oh, and he burned the dodge there, so that's guaranteed.
Needs to finish it though.
Oh, what was that? Weapon toss.
Down like recovery.
I'll take it though.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go more towards the stage with that.
Yeah, same. Looked like a off the wall kind of sort of play there, but Pavelski still gets the clips. Oh, tries to read the low. And that's hard because he actually did the right input there, right? Like you have to fast fall jump nair to catch that dodge down, but not quite in the right spot. So Koko gets away with that one. Trying to find this weapon here. Trying to stop Pavelski from getting the 3-0. Or 3-1 rather.
Side light, didn't get the
guess
dodge
wrong
out
on
read.
50-50, yeah. And there we go. That's it.
Oh, got him with his toes, and Pavelski's going to close out 3-1. He's going into the top 8.
Look at Pavelski doing a great job taking out great sword player. So I'm like, I like seeing great sword, but also, I mean, Pavelski just executed so well. Look at that bait, by the way.
Yeah.
How? Play that again.